It's FA. Ride around blowing big dough. 100 rounds got a big scope. Break bread with my cam. Big money with a hidden foe. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Big bag, I'm trying to run it up. Big step, I got mud in my cup. Big dope, I stay rolling up. I'm swinging and bending and banging on screw. I'm flipping and chopping and swerving it too. The money, I'm making it faster than you. She liking my looks, the way that I move. I'm still your boy, be mad at me too. Just started this shit and I'm better than you. I'm popping my shit and I'm loving it too. I'm rolling, I'm jigging, I'm feeling the groove. Steady knocking heads, making me move. Need to roll another fire, lose my cool. Now holding my dick, bitch, I'm clutching my tools. One foul smooth, I let the bitch lose. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Run it. Big bag, yeah, I'm trying to run it up. Big step, I got mud in my cup. Big hefe, don't give a fuck. Ride around blowing big dough. 100 rounds got a big scope. Break bread with my cam foe. Big money with a hidden foe. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Big bag, yeah, I'm trying to run it up. Big step, I got mud in my cup. Big dope, I stay rolling up. I'm tripping and floating, smoking and rolling. Feeling real good, been sipping that potion. Got a bad bitch right there, she floating. When I jumped in, she was wetter than the ocean. Hit it real good, she was loving my stroking. Hit it real good, she was loving my motion. Had her going, she pissed the bed. Mad at me, cause I ain't give a head. My phone rang, I had to dash. I'm chasing money, not chasing ass. My mind's right, I'm built to last. My team's real, we're stacking cash. Making moves. We're putting on, flexing hard, I'm in the zone. Walk for bar, we can get it on. I'll flame the ass just like a cone. Ride around blowing big dough. 100 rounds got a big scope. Break bread with my cam foe. Big money with his hidden foe. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Big bag, yeah, I'm trying to run it up. Big step, I got blood in my cup. Big dope, I stay rolling up. Stay rolling up. Yeah, man. I stay rolling up. Man, Texas in this motherfucker. I stay rolling up. Either respected to get ran over.
Ooh wee, man, what's going on? What's going on? Hey, Toya. Hey, Sarah, what's going on? Sarah, what's going on with y'all? How y'all ladies doing? My queens, my beautiful queens, how y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? Y'all doing all right? Man, look at her. Old perp, she doing all right, you know. Went to the gym this morning. Worked out. My cousin trying to kill me. But that's okay. I've been missing for a minute, but it's been kind of cold, but I'll get back in there again. I got to catch up a little bit, so I will be back in the gym in the morning. So what y'all been doing? How y'all been handling everything? How y'all been handling everything going on with Iran over there? Let's talk about that real quick. What y'all think about that? Do y'all know that Trump has advised everyone that is an American to leave Iran? Did y'all know that? Yeah, he told them to leave because they're cracking down. They're cracking down bad. But the speaker of Iran said that if Trump don't leave them alone, it's going to be a U.S. attack against the American base. You know, and it will burn. But right now over there, they don't have no power, no internet. Everything over there is off. They have no connection on nothing. When I tell you nothing, I truly, truly mean nothing. So are y'all ready? If we are y'all prepared if we go to war? I mean, what do y'all think? I mean, do y'all think that it would be bad? I think it would be bad because someone told me that somewhere I don't know if it was Africa, but somewhere it was some things dropped over there and said they was bleeding from the ears and things like that. So I'm like, wow. So Trump did say he had something for them though. He did say he had something they ain't gonna be able to handle. He sure did. That's exactly what he said. I'm like, he ain't playing no games. So I hope y'all ready, be prepared, you know. You know, the tariffs is getting high. Walmart, you know, I told you the other day, I told y'all on Sunday that the tariffs is getting so high. Walmart talking about pulling out. Yeah, they said the groceries are so high, they can hardly handle it, you know. So yeah, so y'all, I don't know, tighten up. Save your money. Stop all that spending. Quit being so happy to go to stores, buy your hair and things like that. Don't be so quick to do all that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, tighten up on your money. Start saving your money. You just never know. We might need that dollar bill. You know what I mean? Yeah, so tighten up on with your spending habits, ladies. We like to spend. You know what I'm saying? We love to spend. But let's get started. You heard that, Toya? Yeah. It's getting bad. It's getting real bad. It's getting bad. People need to start paying attention to the news. Getting themselves together, start saving their money up. Not only that, while I'm talking about saving your money up, do y'all know? Let me see. I wrote it down. So I said I'm gonna make sure I tell y'all so y'all would know. I want to keep y'all on point. Do y'all know in New York City, the nurses is going on strike, and they're saying that this is the largest strike in America? The world is about to get crazy. It sure is. It sure is. Yeah, most definitely. So everybody need to tighten up on their expenses. But yeah, did y'all know that the nurses in New York is going on strike, and they're saying that this is the biggest strike in America? And the New York State Nurses Association have their demands. They want higher pay and benefits. They want an increasing in staff and more security. And they're saying right now that New York City has nearly 15,000 people, nurses, that has walked off the jobs of major hospitals. I don't know what's going on. This is a shock to me. Yeah. Yeah, Teresa, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's real bad. But hey, the only thing we can do is what? Keep our prayer what? And keep us covered. Amen. Amen. Let's get started. I got this young man I want to talk about real quick. And it's very disturbing. So, let me put my disclaimer up. These people had something wrong with people. I don't know what's wrong with people nowadays. People are sick. Hey, Shane, salute. Some things is not meant to be disturbed. Some things are meant to be disturbed. Talking about this young man right here. He got some issues. Oh, one moment. One moment. I can't get to play. Let's see. For some reason, let's see. I can't get to play. Hold on just for a second, y'all. Okay, I got it.
Come to life the other night, guys. Horrific details tonight of a suspected grave robber. Police say 34-year-old Jonathan Gerlach's home was filled with skeletons and other items stolen from cemeteries. The Delaware County District Attorney's Office says he broke into mausoleums and grave sites multiple times at Mount Moriah Cemetery in Yeadon since Halloween. 26 separate mausoleums and or underground burial sites have been torn into and, for lack of a better word, desecrated. He was arrested January 6th at the cemetery. Police say he had a bag stuffed with human remains of children and skulls and had more bones in his vehicle. But that was the tip of the iceberg. When investigators executed a search warrant on his home in Ephrata, Lancaster County, they found well over 100 skeletons. Understand, some of these are 200 years old, some of them obviously much newer. There's one that had a pacemaker still attached to the body. Police believe the remains were taken from cemeteries throughout the region. They also confirmed this Facebook page is part of the investigation titled Human Bones and Skull Selling Group. Gerlach is tagged on the page. This is one of his pictures captioned, riding a Harley and slinging skulls. The police don't know if any were sold or why he wanted them.
They were in various states. Some of them were hanging, as it were. Some of them were pieced together. Some were just skulls on a shelf.
Yaden police chief says this is one of the most disturbing cases he's ever seen.
Rest in peace is rest in peace. And this is definitely something that tears at your heartstrings.
But y'all, you have people that go out to people's graves and mess around with stuff that they don't have no business messing with. I don't know why people go out there messing with the people that's resting. Let me say it like that. That is crazy. I cannot believe. I mean, what do you want with something like that? And he had it at his house hanging up on shelves. I mean, it was so bad. He had got one with a pacemaker. Oh my God. But you have to be really, really sick to do something like this. Sarah said, I think he's mentally disturbed. Sarah, you think he's mentally disturbed, Sarah? Something was wrong with him, wasn't it? Oh my God. Who would think, well, I'm going to go out to the grave site and pick a few bones up out here and go out here and see what I can find. And they said it was over 150,000 acres what this grave site sat on. I mean, I would be scared. Y'all, I don't like cemeteries, no way. No, I don't like them, no way. They give me the heebie-jeebies. I don't like cemeteries. I don't do cemeteries because, you know, and some people go out there and drink, go out there and have fun at nighttime, go out there and do the XES at nighttime and stuff. I just couldn't go out there and do no stuff like that at the grave site. Oh Lord, my skin would crawl. My knees be buckling. I'd be shaking. Oh Lord, I'd probably be foaming at the mouth. Oh Lord, I couldn't just not do that, nothing like that. That's against my morals. You know, some things you got to say, hell no, enough is enough. So far I go. You know what I mean? But they even got people on Facebook. They got a site, a group of people that does things like this. This is some creepy stuff. Woo. You know, I don't like going to just go to a burial. When they burying somebody, it creeps me. I be trying to get the hell get out of there quick. You know, say what I need to say, hug who I need to hug, and my goodbyes, and I'm up out of there. I'm pew. I don't want to sit around and do no chit chat. What I'm gonna chit chat about at the cemetery? I ain't got nothing at the cemetery but some loved ones, and they get some rest. What you think about this, Sarah? They got a site where people go on. You know, different people that do stuff like that. He's not the only one. It's a lot of them that do stuff like that. And I started to go over there and try to follow and be nosy and join the group. I said, nah, keep your nose and butt from over there, girl. You ain't got no reason over there. You ain't lost nothing over there. So I said, nah, I'm going to keep my butt from over there. Because I didn't see nobody my color no way up over there. But that what they showed. So sometimes you got to say no. Seriously, immediately disturbed still. I know, but you know what? It's a lot of mentally disturbed people out here. It's a lot of them. It's a lot of mentally disturbed people. It's a lot of them. Let's talk about Mr. Dakota Moore. Mr. Dakota Moore was a very disturbed man as well. Let me tell y'all something. You never can be too quick to open your front door up when somebody knock at your front door. Nephew, cousin, uncle, sister, brother, I don't give a damn, daddy, mama, grandma, grandpa. You just can't open your door up for nobody no more. I'm telling you, you got to be really, really skeptical about whom you let in your house. Check this out. I don't know what's going on with my I don't know what's going on with my speaker today. It's gonna play cat and mouse. Lord have mercy. I know they mad at me. I ain't did nothing.
For shootings in state history.
Okay. Cause I know I ain't did nothing. Okay, I got it, y'all. I don't know. It's over here tripping. Here we go.
Authorities say that this man, Daricka Moore, is behind one of the worst shootings in state history, leaving 6 people dead, including a 7-year-old girl.
There's some cases just that they've got to get the worst punishment.
The Clay County Sheriff says the suspect's trail of terror began just before 7 last night, when the 24-year-old alleged gunman shot and killed his father, Glenn Moore, Uncle Willie Ed Guinness, and older brother Quentin Moore inside a home. Then he allegedly stole his brother's F-150 pickup, drove to another home, and forced himself inside, where they say he attempted a sexual battery with a handgun before killing a 7-year-old relative. He then allegedly drove to a third home, where they say he shot and killed 2 brothers, Barry and Samuel Bradley. Moore was later taken into custody without incident.
This family, to lose this many family members, at one sitting, it's just hard to imagine. So that's the reason I'm saying they definitely need our prayers.
Wait, tonight authorities say that they are still searching for potential motive and what is now the deadliest mass shooting of 2026.
The deadliest mass shooting of 2026. Woo, boy, I tell you. And then when I saw, y'all probably seen it on the news or y'all heard about it, and or another content creator might have been talking about it. His father, his uncle, his brother, his little cousin, 7 years old, unalived her. That baby didn't deserve that. She don't know what was going on. Why bring her in your mess? You know what I'm saying? She was innocent. Then you go unalive the brother and the brother's the preacher and the preacher's brother. Now, what did the preacher do to you? What could have the preacher said that made you so mad to go unalive him? What could you have done? What could he have done? Right, girl, do you hear me? I don't know what's wrong with people. That's why I said you just can't be too quick no more. Seem like to me, that made me scared to open my door to my kin people, because something might be wrong with them. But I'm just thinking, was he mentally ill, or was he on some drugs, or was he mad because something didn't work out his way? And then you're going to steal the truck, the brother's truck, to go do your dirt. You feel me? Yeah, it's a possibility. It sure is, Sarah. Yeah. A big possibility. But like I told y'all the other day, I told y'all on Sunday, it's a lot of mental illness. It got a lot to do with the pandemic. A lot of that started with the pandemic when it started back in 2020 or 2021, whenever it was, 2019. And then now all these people get unalive, and all these high prices on food and bills and medical, and things just ain't going right in their life, and they get depressed, and man, people just get tired and just say, forget it, you know. But when you get in that state of mind, why take somebody else with you? Why not just go ahead and just do you? Just do you. Don't take nobody else with you when you miserable like that, and when you feeling depressed and you want to unalive somebody, and you know you got all these things going on in your head, you just can't solve them out, and you ain't went to nowhere and get no psychiatric help. You know what I'm saying, to the crazy house and get you no pills, or go with the MHMR, get you no medication. You know what I'm saying? That make you scared of people. I'm telling you. Some people do not know how to deal with depression. I know what you mean, depression. I know. Some people don't know how to deal with depression. You know, and when people have depression, do y'all know people will not go get no medication? They won't get no kind of help, no nothing. You know, being depressed could take you to a whole different level. You know, man, it could take you somewhere. It can really, really, I know what you mean, baby, depression. It can really take you somewhere. But why do it have to take you? Why do it take your mind to where you got to go take somebody else with you? You know what I'm saying? If you're going to unalive yourself, why unalive other people that you may be mad at or jealous of, or you want to just take with you? Why the hell you want to do that? Just go and do you. Those people not playing no parts in your shenanigans or your depression mode. For anything, he should have been there asking for some help. He needs some help. Man, that's scary, y'all. I don't know. I you know, like I said, you got to be, if you got a family member y'all knows on drugs, or they be freaking out sometime, be going way out there, and you have to reach out there and grab them back and tell them come back. You know, you got to be sometimes thinking about, should I open my door for them? You know what I'm saying? Do I need to let them in my house? That's what it's gonna come down to. I'm telling you. Man, that messed me up. That really that screwed me up, y'all, when that happened for real. I'm like, why would he do that? You know, and then, you know, and I just can't fathom why he even go unalive the baby, 7 years old, hadn't even started life yet, enjoyed life, gotten married, or dated, or had kids, or the prom, or, you know, school, or activities in school. You know what I mean? Why take the baby with you? And then my thing, why even get in the truck and leave that one designated spot and go to another spot and unalive a baby? And then, and also, I was thinking, what was the baby's mom at? Was she nowhere around? Maybe she didn't. Maybe she was trying to. I mean, I don't know, and I'm not going to put no other assumptions to it, because I don't know. I don't know. You know, I just know it is sad. You know, yes, Sarah, it's sad. It's sad. That's why I said you have to watch who you let in your house, even your friends, even your home girl, your homeboy. If they've been freaking out, going through something, holding their head, and they tell you they hearing things or seeing things just ain't right, and you know, and just, you know, just want to take everybody with them, talking all crazy things like that. Don't you let that joke up in your house. Tell them, nah, I ain't having no company today. Shit, I'm getting some rest. Today, rest day. No, I ain't opening no doors today. No, that scared me. It really did. But, you know, I don't have nobody come to my house that act irrational, or act crazy, or that I think on drugs, or, you know, out of there, or want to steal anything, or, you know, act all crazy, be scratching and itching and shit. You know, I don't have nobody like that come to my house. You know, I don't deal with people like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't. But hey, this is the man right here. This is Dakota Moore. This is him. Now, don't he look crazy, y'all? Now, look at him. I'm going to give you about a minute. Just look at him. Just study him. From the head, top of his head, all the way down to his neck. Just study this joker. Just look at him. Now, don't he look crazy? Is his lip twisted? No, his lip ain't twisted. Look at him. Look at that hair. He misses whole. He got a whole drop top. he got a whole drop top. He got a whole drop top, y'all. This man got a drop top, and guess how old he is? Y'all put in the chat just about how old y'all think this man right here is. Y'all tell me how old y'all think he is. Just on a ballpark figure. How old y'all think he is? How old do y'all think he is? He look kind of rough. Like he done had a hard life. When he got arrested, that's how he looked. So he don't look like he was high. Like he has some nappy hair on his head. But he got a drop top. He missing the whole load. Look, boy. Look, he look. Yeah, you seen him already? Yeah, he missing the whole drop top, y'all. A whole drop top. Yeah, Tommy said a serious George Jefferson haircut. So he look 48. Yeah, he 24. Yeah. Excuse me. Can y'all believe he was 24 years old? He done had a hard life. It's a hard life. He done had a hard life, y'all, to be 24 years old. So do you lose hair like that at the age of 24, y'all? Was he getting some weed? Was he getting some weed, y'all, in his hair? That sounds like some weed, y'all. He got in his head, y'all. I ain't kidding. He done had some weed in his head, y'all. He done had weed, y'all. He done had some weed in his head, y'all. Lord have mercy, boy. I ain't never seen a young man in my life, y'all. I'm telling y'all. As old as I am, I have never seen a young man with no hair on top of his head like that at the age of 24 years old. My son said, bad daddy jeans. You ain't lying. And matter of fact, when men get like that, y'all, why they don't just go and cut it on off? Just go and go bald. He was holding on to a little hope. He was holding on to some hope, y'all. Oh my, that's funny to me. He was holding on to a little hope. I hope one day I get some hair. I hope nobody don't see me looking like this. I hope. When he was praying, he said, Lord, oh, I hope you give me some hair. Just a little bit. He needs some Rogaine. And it's called Rogaine, y'all. Yeah, it's called Rogaine. He needs some Rogaine for men. Man. Lord, I'm just too through, man. I just tickled myself with that right there. Yeah, this is an old trucking store, and they stayed in an old trailer back there. They stayed in a trailer. They had a trailer. That's the trucking store. Like a F-150 Ford truck. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. Man. But yeah, y'all, I got a good laugh out there, y'all. That was funny to me, y'all. Let's talk about these monkeys and got loose in St. Louis. Where is these monkeys coming from, y'all? Why are all these monkeys getting loose? And then they telling people don't get close to them, don't try to capture them because they may have some kind of disease or something like that. Because they have been doing some lab testing on some monkeys. Y'all remember that? Got loose a while back. One lady shot one was in her yard. Y'all remember that? Somebody had captured some monkey or something. But hey, I'm telling y'all, them monkeys are serious, y'all. Check it out.
Spotted on the loose in St. Louis. And one of the big questions tonight is, where did they come from? Here's Valerie Castro.
Officials aren't sure how many there are and don't know where they came from, but the warning in St. Louis tonight is clear.
Make sure your door's locked because the monkeys are loose.
Neighbors in the O'Fallon Park area capturing the surprising poses as the city's Animal Care and Control Division says several monkeys have been on the streets since Thursday.
This is the first time that we have had a situation dealing with monkeys at large in the city of St. Louis.
The St. Louis Zoo helped identify the species as vervet monkeys, common in East Africa and considered a valuable research animal. We know they're not native to St. Louis. Can they survive in the elements there in January?
It's going to be a challenge, there's no question about it, but they're very intelligent, very adaptive animals.
Animal control officers have been walking through the city, catchpoles at the ready, but so far, no telltale signs of where the monkeys could be. What should people do if they come across these monkeys?
Well, call the authorities. Do not try to approach these monkeys at all. There's a bunch of different diseases that they can transmit to humans, not to mention also the possibility of rabies.
Authorities now in need of a new sighting.
Look at his doggone fingers. Then he got them short teeth. He almost look like them old orangutans.
Before the missing monkey trail goes cold.
Well, what y'all think about the monkeys in St. Louis? Excuse me. What do y'all think? Yes, Sarah, this is a second batch. This is the second batch of the monkeys getting out. Yeah. The last ones came from a lab. I think the last one had about 5 or 6 monkeys got loose last time. They came from a lab. Yeah. Yeah. They came from a lab. So y'all be careful out there in St. Louis. I'm surprised no other content creator had even said anything about these monkeys out here on the loose in these streets in St. Louis. But if y'all see the monkeys out there in St. Louis, you better call the zoo people or call animal control. And don't try to capture one time. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, how cute he is. Come here. Let me play with you. Let me hold you. And bite your ass, and you got a whole disease and gonna be out here about to pass out out here. Because you see other people with these monkeys on a leash at their house playing with these monkeys and care and then you thinking it's cute and you gonna go play with you one gonna take it to your house. Gonna tear your whole damn house up. Gonna tear your whole house up. Leave them monkeys where they are, y'all, but they on the loose. They on the loose. But do y'all remember when Beyonce music came up stolen back in July? They first was in Mississippi. Oh, was it Mississippi? That's where they was at first in Mississippi? Is Mississippi where that black lady also shot one of those monkeys too, Toya? Or that was somewhere else? But I'm thinking it's the same place where they all had got a loose at. Down that way. But yeah, the guy that stole Beyonce music back in July, her unreleased music back in July. Okay, yes, okay. He is just now going to court, y'all. That man been sitting in jail ever since July for stealing Beyonce's unreleased music. So he had court this month, this in January, the other day. His name was Kelvin Evans. Kelvin Evans pleaded not guilty for stealing Beyonce unreleased music back in July. I'm like, they been holding this man since July. He been in jail sitting there, just sitting there ever since July. That's a long time to be sitting somewhere for some unreleased music. But hey, that's Bay. Bay. That's Beyonce. You know what I mean? Now, also, Minnesota sues to block the federal agents, but Trump is not backing down. Although, did y'all see all those people out there in those streets of Minnesota? I mean, it is full of citizens of the United States is out there. Some may not be, but it is full out there that's protesting. Full of people. Trump don't say he don't care. He is sending more troops in, more people from ISIS in. 1,000 more, matter of fact, to Minnesota. But Minnesota said they don't want them there. They're not welcome there. So now they're trying to sue them to block them from coming to their state. But hey, that man said he don't care. It is crazy. They coming anyway. You better be ready. That's what he's saying. He ain't backing down for nobody and to nobody. Not even the man. Now, you heard that? Yeah. Yeah, Sarah. And y'all know the man that the federal man. I think his Powell, I think his first name. I don't remember what his first name is, but I know his last name, Powell. But Trump is putting pressure on him to lower the interest rates on credit cards. Trump is putting pressure on Powell, which is the Feds, to lower the interest rates on credit cards. Lord, let me tell y'all something. I hate he putting pressure on him to do it. But I sure hope he lower them interest rates on them credit cards because they killing me. Whoo, they are killing me. They killing me. The interest rates are high. They are high. It's like you ain't paid nothing on your bill. I'm telling you, and well, I'm telling y'all to spend your money wisely. They even go for myself. I take the same advice I'm giving y'all. I'm taking it for myself. I hadn't been out here doing no splurging. I hadn't been buying no unnecessary stuff. None of that. I've been holding tight right. But anyway, I got a video, an update on Mr. DeRicka. His name is DeRicka. I'm sorry, DeRicka Moore. His name is spelled DAERICKA, something like that. But yeah, I got an update on him. Let's check it out, y'all. I'm gonna say, what is that?
Continue our team coverage on this heartbreaking mass murder investigation. Michelle Martin is outside the courthouse in Clay County, and Wayne Herford is live at the Clay County Jail. Let's go to Michelle with the very latest.
This will be one of Mississippi's most high-profile capital murder cases moving forward. And the judge didn't any punches either. Derrick Moore will sit in a small, cold jail cell this evening. The judge denied bond on all 11 charges during Moore's initial court appearance this afternoon. Those 11 felony charges, as we mentioned, range from 3 counts of capital murder to car theft. The crimes Moore is accused are disturbing, gruesome, and just unimaginable. He's accused of shooting and killing his father, uncle, brother, and 7-year-old cousin and 2 other men. The hearing obviously very painful for the victims of the family, for the families of the victims, excuse me. Many sat quietly with tears in their eyes as they listened to the charges. So what's next in the case is the judge also ordered Moore to have a mental evaluation. Coming up next at 5, I spoke to the assistant district attorney. She says that this case is personal to her, and she promises to use all of full resources from the district attorney's office moving forward in this case. Live in West Point, Michelle Martin, WTVA 9 News.
Well, that's that on that, y'all. Man, yeah. So I wonder they gonna give him, will he get life? We know he can't pay for no bond by the way he look. A bond is not, we ain't gonna talk about no bond. He ain't gonna get no bond. Well, if he get a bond, I'm not gonna say he's not gonna get no bond. Take that back. I was wrong. He might get a bond, but he can't. He's not gonna be able to pay for that bond. He's not gonna be able to pay for it. So he's gonna sit there until court time to go to court. He gonna get a legal representation. Somebody, a legal aid gonna represent him. Depending on the outcome on his mental evaluation. Yeah. Just like they did Rob Reiner. They did an evaluation on him. They said he was schizophrenic for unaliving his mom and dad. So they couldn't do nothing to him. They said, they changed his medication. It was a medication. They did that to him, So they can't do nothing about that. So you're right, Sarah. It depends. And I wonder when he got there, did they give him some kind of drug test when he got to the jail? Do they give you drug tests when you get to the jailhouse on cases like that? Or they anything like that? I wonder. Yeah, I know, right, Sarah, right. But Sarah, do you think they give you a drug test when you get to jail, or they just sit you in a cell? Do they just sit you there till somebody come and evaluate you or something like that right there? I wonder. I don't know. But that, that's something that he gonna have to deal with when he snap back to reality about what he has done. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna really hurt about what it's done. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna really hurt him. He gonna be hurt. He gonna be really hurt. Once he snap out of it, and if he's on drugs, those drugs wear off of him. He gonna be hurt. He gonna be hurt, y'all. And then once they tell him that he unalived his little cousin, you know what I'm saying? He might freak out again. Who to say? We don't know. But I'm gonna stay on top of the story, y'all, because it really hurt for something like that to happen, and for it to be a baby be involved like that, and then the brother and the uncle who hadn't really finished their life out, they still had some youth in them, as far as living, and then the pastor, it's like, what make you want to go unalive a pastor and then his brother, and I'm still on my mind to ask a question. Did they do something to him for them to go to their house? the pastor and the brother, once he left the little cousin house, what made him want to go to unalive the pastor and the brother? You know what I'm saying? The pastor out of all the people. You know what I'm talking about? That's crazy. And I don't understand that. And, you know, people will be people. People do crazy and rotten things, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, once he wake up out of that or get up off them drugs and get that clear mind, they start telling him what he's charged with and this and that, and he go back to that cell, that young man got a lot of thinking. Anybody, when you do things like that and you go to the cell, you got a lot of things to think about. You got a lot of things to think about. How you gonna be punished here on earth? And then how God gonna punish you? You know what I'm saying? Because we all gonna have to be judged on that day. You see what I'm saying? You know, they might give him life. All the lives that he took, they might give him life. He might get life. But a person like that, this is just my thought. When people do things like that, I think that the taxpayers shouldn't waste their money to even have a trial with a person like that. I think a person like that just need to go straight to prison and start his life sentence if they give him life, or if they getting them the electric chair, if they still doing that. But I also heard that they giving you a pill now. But I just feel when people do things like that, they don't deserve to live no more. They don't deserve to breathe no air. They don't deserve to eat, to smile, to laugh, to watch TV, to even think about what they did anymore. They don't deserve to take no showers, deserve no commissary, to dap none of them brothers' hands up in them low lives up in their hands. He don't deserve to talk on no telephone to his mama, his mammy. Ain't no mama, his mammy. None of his brothers and sisters, none of his siblings or cousins. He don't deserve no visitations. He don't deserve to see nobody. He don't deserve nothing. That's how I feel about people like that right there. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. You know, I don't know if I feel the same way I feel, but that's how I feel. And I think I'm right to feel like that. I think I'm right. I really do. Well, y'all, I'm about to get up off of here and everything. And it's been cold outside. So y'all stay bundled up. Check on your loved ones to make sure they warm. Y'all know, because y'all know our elders would not contact nobody and let them know they don't have no heat. You know, they'll freeze to death. You know, and then by the time it's too late, you know, for somebody to help them. So check on your elders. They might need your help. You know what I'm saying? They might need somebody to see if they getting water, taking their medication, or staying warm, got some warmth going on. You may be a blessing to stop by and help somebody. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, make sure y'all do that. But anyway, y'all check me out during the morning time and come and support your girl. I'll be working out in the morning. You know, I do really support. We enjoy your support when I work out, as well as here on YouTube as well on the StreamYard. But anyway, y'all know our motto: how in the hell you gonna love somebody you don't love yourself? I'll be back. Peace. I love y'all. Y'all be careful out them streets. Jeez. Love you, Sarah.